Hey everybody, Jeremy Reid here. I wanted to just take a second and talk about something that has been on my mind. I was talking to somebody just yesterday about something similar, and it kind of sparked of like, well, I could probably talk for a few minutes in a camera about this. So, have you ever had or been in a situation where you could see the outcome of a situation before it happened? Like, and usually what comes to my mind is like a negative situation. Like, as an example, let's say you have a toddler son, and he keeps going up and pulling on the dog's ears. And finally, the last time he did it, the dog growled at him. And so if the toddler goes back to the dog, you know exactly what's going to happen. And so then you're looking and you see your son or whoever like deviously eyeballing this dog and start walking towards it. And you know exactly what's going to happen if he goes over and pulls that dog's ear, right? And before you can intervene, sure enough, he pulls the dog's ear and I don't know, he's got bite marks on his hand or something. So, it's an example of like being able to kind of see this outcome before it even exists, before it even has happened. Another example actually is it's kind of funny. There might be some PETA people that might get angry at this, but so I'm driving to work. Yesterday, I'm driving to work or to my office, and there's a 2-lane like going away from my house. There's a 2-lane road, and I'm doing like 50 miles an hour. I'm in the left-hand lane. There's a car in the right-hand lane that's slightly ahead of me, and there's a median like to my left. So we're doing 50. And up ahead, I see this quail. Now, I don't know, wherever in the world you live, you might not have quail, but it's this large, fat chick. Fat bird, fat chick. And so it's in the right-hand lane. Well, this car is in front of me. And you can see this quail trying to make this decision of like, oh crap, there's a car coming. Which direction do I go? Well, this stupid bird, had the choice of going to his left, I guess, and it would have taken him off the street onto the sidewalk. No big deal. Everything's great. If he had gone to his right, he would then go into my lane of traffic, and I'm not going to be slamming on my brakes to not hit a stupid bird. So, sure enough, what do you think happens? So I see this bird like do this shuffle dance in the road prior to the car in front of me coming, and I'm like, don't you do it. I'm like, don't come into my lane. Sure enough, it comes into my lane. Boom! I hear it hit hit my car. I look at my rearview mirror, and there's like this cloud of feathers just shoots out of the back of my truck. Like, I didn't even know this quail had that many feathers, but it was like this large explosion of feathers. So anyway, I killed a bird. But it's kind of one of those examples of like, you can see the process. You can see what's going on. You can see from the outside looking in this, and I'm saying, don't you do it. Don't come over into my lane. And I know this may be an overdramatic kind of reference, but this is kind of where many of us or where many of you might be today. Now, instead of an F-150 coming at you, it's just years of life ahead of you of living kind of this mediocre life filled with self-doubt and negativity and just this bad self-image. And so I would challenge you to kind of take this next part into consideration. And this is the actual conversation I was having with somebody yesterday, is we are 100% in control of our minds. Our thoughts, our actions, they are 100% dictated by our minds. Our bodies are useless without our minds. And it's our minds that can force our bodies to get up and work out despite the body being stiff or sore. It's our minds that dictate what food is on the end of the fork that we put in our mouth. And even though it might seem like a hard process, or you might think, oh, well, it's just, I can't go after my goals because genetics, or I can't go after my goals because I'm just way too busy, or I've got kids, or I can't go after my goals because, fill in your own blank. these are just excuses, and you know it. I know it. Let's get real. They're 100% excuses. There's 24 hours a day. And even though I've been known to put in 18, 20, 21-hour work days, I still manage to take an hour during my day and get into the gym. If it's a priority, you're going to make it happen. And yes, there's been times where I'm beat down, I'm tired, I'm mentally exhausted, whatever. And you have to have that mental willpower. You have to have that control over your mind to just force yourself into action. Just force yourself into going and putting in the work that's needed to go after your goals. And so, I would just challenge you to kind of put some thought into this. I think too many people get lost in this kind of cloud of thought of that they don't have control over their mind. They don't have the self-control or the willpower or whatever is needed to go after the things that they want to go. But there is no secret equation. You just do it. You make up your mind and believe that you are worth the effort, and your mind will you'll do the work for you when you make it a priority. Another example is triathletes put in a tremendous amount of work in that event. I mean, I don't care how much they carb load before the event. Their body is on empty, way prior to the end of the event. And it doesn't matter how many stupid goo packets they put in their mouth. Their body is spent by the time they get, even halfway through that event. But it's their mind that forced their body to continue going. It wasn't their body forcing them to go, despite their mind being like, oh, I can't do this. It's the other way around. Their body was probably screaming at them saying, I'm done, I'm on empty, I can't go. Their mind is what was forcing them to continue, to keep going. And so that's essentially this same kind of theory that I'm talking about today is once you have control over your thoughts, once you have control over your mind, and once you truly believe in yourself, anything is possible. I mean, literally anything. And this whole equation can go to so much more other than just, health and fitness. Whether you're building a business, whether you're building on relationships, whether you're trying to make the most out of your life, or whether, whatever your scenario is, this same theory applies. Once you get your mind under control and focus and dedicate yourself, you can truly accomplish whatever your dreams are. And so I know it. Now you need to know it, and I believe in you, and I know that you can do it despite any obstacles you may have, despite, there is not an excuse that you can give that really is valid. I mean, we all have hard lives. We all have things that come up. It's the people that have chosen to take control and take action that really are truly making the change in their life, and you have that same power and ability. So anyway, I don't know. Think about it. Whether it's useful to your situation or your life or not, it was something that was on my mind, so I thought I'd speak into the camera. So anyway, have a great day. Have an awesome rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. All right. Much love. Peace.